Hey everybody, your name here. And welcome to the spine-chilling world of horror games. You know, where the shadows whisper secrets, and every creak in the floorboards could be the Grim Reaper coming to collect your soul. Today, we're counting down the top 5 horror games that will haunt your dreams. We're talking about the kind of games that make you sleep with the lights on. If you can even sleep at all, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're diving headfirst into a world of pure terror. First up, we've got Silent Hill 2. Now, this isn't your typical jump scare fest. Oh no, this game messes with your head. Imagine being trapped in a town consumed by fog, where your deepest fears manifest into horrifying creatures. You play as James Sunderland, a man haunted by his past, drawn to Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his dead wife. Yeah, you heard that right. Dead wife. The game's atmosphere is thick with dread. The sound design is phenomenal. Every screech of a rusty gate, every whisper on the wind, it just gets under your skin. And then there's Pyramid Head, the iconic antagonist. He doesn't just want to kill you, he wants to break you. Silent Hill 2 isn't just a game, it's an experience. An experience that will stay with you long after you put the controller down. Next up, we're trading psychological horror for some good old-fashioned survival horror with Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. This game takes the series back to its roots, but with a terrifying twist, a first-person perspective. That's right, you're right there in the action, experiencing every blood-curdling scream and splatter firsthand. You play as Ethan Winters, searching for his missing wife in a derelict plantation in Louisiana. And let me tell you, this is one family reunion you do not want to attend. The Baker family? There's something else. Jack, the father, is a hulking brute who you really don't want to play hide-and-seek with. Marguerite, the mother, well, let's just say she has a thing for bugs. And Lucas? He's the creepy, Jigsaw-esque son who loves to play games, deadly games. Resident Evil 7 is a masterclass in suspense and jump scares, and the first-person perspective just cranks up the immersion factor to 11. Chapter 3. Now, let's talk about Outlast. This game takes place in Mount Massive Asylum, an abandoned psychiatric hospital that makes Arkham Asylum look like a day spa. You play as Miles Upshur, a journalist investigating reports of horrific experiments. But there's one problem. Your only weapon is a camcorder. That's right, no guns, no knives, just a night vision camera and your wits. Good luck with that. The patients at Mount Massive are, shall we say, a little unhinged. You've got the variants, monstrous creatures roaming the halls. And then there's Chris Walker, the hulking, terrifying antagonist who seems to have an unhealthy obsession with you. Outlast is all about atmosphere and jump scares. You spend most of your time hiding in lockers, under beds, praying to whatever deity will listen that you won't be found. Chapter 4. Get ready to lose your mind and possibly your lunch, because next up, we have Amnesia, The Dark Descent. This game redefined horror by stripping you of all your defenses and throwing you into a world of pure psychological terror. You play as Daniel, a man who wakes up in a creepy castle with no memory of who he is or how he got there. Oh, and did I mention the monsters? Amnesia doesn't rely on jump scares. It relies on atmosphere and dread. The game's sanity mechanic is genius. The more you stay in the darkness, the more your sanity depletes, leading to hallucinations and, well, let's just say things get weird. The monsters, they're something else. They're not just ugly faces. They represent the darkest parts of Daniel's past, the things he's trying to forget. And the worst part? You can't fight them. You can only run and hide, hoping they won't find you. Chapter 5. And finally, we're blasting off into the terrifying depths of space with Dead Space. Imagine this, you're Isaac Clarke, an engineer on a mission to repair a mining spaceship that's gone eerily silent. But when you arrive, you find out that the crew has been transformed into grotesque, reanimated corpses called necromorphs. And they're hungry for human flesh. Dead Space blends sci-fi horror with action, giving you an arsenal of futuristic weapons to dismember the necromorphs. But trust me, ammo is scarce, and every shot counts. The game's use of sound is phenomenal. Every creak of the spaceship, every screech of a necromorph in the vents, it all adds to the terrifying atmosphere. And the zero-gravity environments don't even get me started. Imagine being chased by a horde of necromorphs while floating through a zero-G environment. Yeah, not a good time. And there you have it, folks. The top 5 scariest horror games that will have you sleeping with the lights on for weeks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more spine-tingling content. Let me know in the comments what your favorite horror game is, and maybe we'll do a playthrough sometime. But for now, I'm going to go find a nice, bright, non-haunted place to relax. And remember, don't play these games alone in the dark, unless you dare.